Hey wife, hey, it's Wife Strut Wednesday, and I'm tired, hence laying on this couch. I've really been kind of going back and forth with like what to talk about this week, and I guess what I wanted to share this week. And first of all, I was really concerned because when I took my camera out of my bag, one of my lens fell, and I was like, holy crap, I hope I didn't drop it, and I didn't, lucky me. But also, I just kind of feel like there's nothing like going on, which is fine. There's not always going to be something going on in my life. I just think that some of the things that I've kind of been dealing with is like, I'm a quote kind of girl. I like to look up quotes, and all of the quotes that are kind of talking to me are not like fun ones. It's kind of things like, remember who you are, start what you finished. Don't light yourself on fire to put other people's fire out, like that kind of stuff, which kind of just tells you like, I don't know, maybe what you are or are not dealing with in life. And you guys know I go to counseling, and my counselor has really been on me about like, what are your emotions, not just identifying them and labeling them, but like, where do you feel them? Right? So she's like, if it's in your throat, it's probably because you're stifling things that you want to say. If it's in your chest, it's like total hurt. If it's in your stomach, I forget what that one is. But anyway, just kind of identifying and then working through that. But like, I'm tired. Literally, figuratively, emotionally, mentally. Fill in the blank. So my couch is what I totally been looking forward to today. Just kind of laying and being and not having to like think too much, focus too much, just being, because I've had a full work day. Which I'm sure some of you all have also had, but in the midst of like the kind of quotes and things that are popping up to me and speaking to me, I've been thinking like, oh, I should post those on my Instagram. And then I kind of got to this place where I'm like, that's not cute. And that's not cute, meaning what, right? Like, not that what we post is supposed to be like so cute or so great, but like, I don't want to kind of be like a total downer, like, why are these the things that you're posting? And I started kind of wondering to myself, so like, what does that mean, or what does that say? And I think what it says is that like, we're not comfortable through a struggle or through a moment or through a season, and we think like, I am a person that's like, you get 2 days to be down, move on, or process, but you need to process and then move forward, because like, I like to stay in action. But the reality is sometimes your moments take longer than, and I should know better than anybody. I went through seasons upon seasons of things, and like working through things and things not being better and staying in motion. And one of the things that I've tried to find some good solace in is like, someone once said to me, like, when I was in a struggle or we were in a weird season in our marriage, like, so how are things now? And I'm like, and then I was like, you know what? It's not what it was a month ago, in a positive way, which means that there's progress. So I think right now I'm just trying to find moments of like awareness of progress, because I think we expect it's still like this, but like progress kind of happens slowly, sometimes swift, but like slowly. So yeah, I mean, just working through it. Like, I don't know how people tend to work through things, and that little shimming is my dog she wears a bell because we need to keep up with her. But I think she likes how it feels to make noise. Like, she's got it like that. Anyways, I don't know. I just kind of been working through the like wanting to be super authentic, but like I'm a super private person. And so like, where's the balance of like authentically vulnerable, still keeping some things to myself? And so, I don't know. I don't really have an answer to that. So I kind of was like, what the heck do I talk about this week? And it's like, that not that there's a thing, but just like, here I am, and this is where I am. And so I don't know that people even care to listen to such a thing. And even like, what does that say to me when I'm thinking like, well, nobody wants to see just a bunch of empowering quotes or quotes of like, get up, be better, do better. Like, maybe wants to see that, but it's like, is that really what it's for? Is it for living your wife strut in whatever strut you're in that moment, good, bad, ugly, and owning that, right? Because we have this thing as like finding your balance. This is ridiculous. You see this? You see her? Sasha, get down. Like I'm a damn jungle gym. Anyway, finding your balance, defining your swagger, owning your strut, and in order to do any of those things, you got to label to call it what it is, right? Call a spade a spade. So I think I'm just in the processing phase and trying to listen to myself, which is rough because it requires you to like get quiet and uncomfortable sometimes. And I'm cool with the uncomfortability and like all the things that arise, especially in counseling. That's not always a positive feel good thing, but the work happens after. And then when I get home and like really to sit with yourself, like really to feel what you feel, but then like say where you feel it, it's a whole nother game. We're in a space of like a lot of transition, and sometimes transition, while good, is uncomfortable. So there's like a lot of uncomfortability, a lot of processing, a lot of change, and yeah. So I'm gonna challenge myself to push through, and if I find quotes that I want to post that speak to me, post them. And maybe I don't have to explain it all, and I don't want there to be like alarm set off, like why should you post this quote? But like just the season I live in, right? And we all have different seasons, and we like to call those seasons that require different freaking shoes to make it through that strut. So if you have found yourself in different seasons that kind of last longer than, you know, whatever you may have felt comfortable with, or what you anticipated, like tell me, what are some strategies that you use to like get through them, to embrace them, experience them, so that you can move to the next thing to embrace, label, experience. I feel like the closing of a lot of my posts recently, or my videos recently, have been like, sorry, this week isn't a fun week, and I'm really working on like not apologizing for that and not necessarily labeling it, even if that like might be the case. Like, is that a problem? Like, it'd be like, she have another downer video. Not necessarily. I'm not trying to be a downer. Sorry if it's a downer for you. I just said I was gonna stop apologizing for that. So if it's a downer, it's a downer, right? But it's just that it's life. Yeah. So my goal every day is do one thing for me, do one thing that's going to contribute to the me I want to be in a month. Like if a month from now, wherever I want to be, what will the things I have to do to contribute to that? It's kind of a big question. You can use that in regards to SPIES, right? Spiritual, physical, intellectual, emotional, and social. All of that applying to marriage and self and all of that. But also, what are little moments of happy? Question, random as it is. You guys do Amazon? Of course, the whole world is Amazon, kind of, right? If you don't, no need to offend you. But is it more like exciting for you to push purchase and like track it, or like wait for it to actually get here and arrive? Because I used to think like, oh, I can't wait for it to arrive, but sometimes I forget to take it out of the bag. So I think it's more like, oh, this is cool. Click it, purchase, track it. Whatever, random. Anyways, drop me some comments below. Let me know if you totally hate this kind of video. You don't want my honesty, I can take it. Until next time, wives. It's Wife Strut Wednesday. Out here wifing, trying my best, even when they don't sound pretty. So you keep on wifing, strutting your strut only as you can. You know I'm always watching. This week, I'm laying because I'm tired. Bye.